Hi, I'm the amateur logician. I have the question, what does it mean to be objective? If someone asks you or me to be objective over a certain topic, a certain subject, perhaps a controversial one, what does it mean? Well, basically, it means to transcend our own subjectivity. It's to be as logical as possible on a certain topic. It's to leave behind our own personally felt biases or feelings so as to think about something as clearly as possible. To think about how things really are in reality, not just how they feel to us, so to speak. And that reality, by the way, is accessible to others. But this raises two prior questions. What is subjective and what is objective? Now, subjective fact is just limited to an individual's private experiences. I hit my toe and feel pain. It's subjective because it is limited to me. I feel it and you don't feel it. You could only indirectly figure out that I'm in pain by me saying ouch or me telling you that I'm in pain and you trusting in my testimony. But in contrast, an objective fact is not limited to an individual's private experiences. Now, such objective facts are publicly accessible to everyone, at least in principle. It's something external to someone's private experiences. For instance, let's say we both go outside and we find out it is raining. We see it raining, we hear it raining, we feel it, we smell it, and so forth. So it's an objective fact that it is raining. Or take the Pythagorean theorem. It's objectively true, not because a teacher says it is true or we feel it is true. It's true because it states a fact about all Euclidean right-angled triangles. And to prove it as true, to prove that it is a true theorem, is an objective matter, not a subjective matter. A sound proof is publicly accessible to everyone, such that everyone can, in principle, come to realize that the theorem is true, objectively speaking. But in any case, knowledge is always intentional. That is, it is about something. The object of an idea is that which it refers to. For example, I have an idea about a camera. A camera is a device that records video or takes pictures. The intentional object is an idea as such in my mind. In that sense, it has subjective existence. It has subjective existence as an idea. Yet this camera exists in the physical world. It has subsistent existence, so to speak, objective existence in objective reality. My understanding of this camera, we might then claim, is the merging between object and subject. That's what knowledge basically consists of. It's that merging, object with subject. Now, there are ideas that only refer to other ideas. There are ideas that are purely conceptual and don't refer to physical objects out there in the world. We cannot point to an object in the world and claim it as a premise, for example. We cannot point to an object in the world and claim it as a mathematical matrix, for example. These are beings of reason. These are mental beings. But the distinction between object and subject remains. What is thought and the thinker are different. Generally speaking, our entire being is outwardly directed. We're not locked into our own minds. We can be objective, not just subjective. If we truly and really doubt that we can know of objects existing outside of our own minds, then we would be locked into a world of subjectivity. We would be led to doubting in the existence of the external world. We would have to doubt the existence of other people. If we are put into the position to doubt that the mind can know things outside of it, that we can be objective about things, we are then put into the position to deny we have any real knowledge about the world, and so forget about physics or chemistry telling us anything real about the world. But intuitively, we realize that knowledge is intentional in such a way to be primarily directed by the external world. We are, so to speak, extroverted beings in terms of our knowledge in that sense, we might say. It's the teleological nature of our minds to be directed outwardly. When we're thinking about an idea, we are first and foremost thinking about that object of that idea. It's only in a secondary sense that we think about the idea as an idea. This raises the distinction in scholastic philosophy between first intention and second intention. In first intention, we think about the idea in terms of what is actually referring to. In second intention, we think about the idea itself. Even so, with both first and second intention, we're subjectively dealing with ideas in our minds. Granted, there can be no ideas without minds. Ideas exist within minds. But we're not locked within our own minds. We can know about things to various levels and degrees in the external world. But we can make mistakes. We have limited intellects. However, we can make progress in understanding things. A realistic epistemology, it seems to me, is one that is extroverted. It is based on a belief that we have access to an intelligible universe. Such a philosophy rightfully defends common sense. It avoids the error of making us trapped in our own ideas. And many philosophies trap us in our ideas. And that's a mistake, I think. Now, if you want to consider these topics with me in more depth, talk about them, consider them, and think about general questions of philosophy, visit my website, amateurlogician.com, sign up for the newsletter, and join the community. Until next time, see you then.